Nurse Mightiest Bastards. I'm Mark Storrs. With me, as always, is
Chris.
And
Rob.
we took a bit of a vacation, but we're back.
We are.
And
Yeah.
we've got Halloween, the official trailer.
Yeah, I know almost nothing about this except that it's done by comedian guy. Help me out with his name.
I don't know. I don't know who's doing this at all. I know nothing about.
Oh, the guy from Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
Danny, I forget his name.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forget his name, but
I
he's a
know
funny
nothing
dude,
about this.
and he's apparently a part of the project, so let's check it out.
Word.
I've waited for him.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We're on.
We're here to investigate a patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on Halloween in 1978. He was shot by his own psychiatrist and taken into custody that night, and spent the last 40 years in captivity. Hello, Michael. I have something you might like to see.
Everyone in my family turns into a nutcase this time of year. Yeah, I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Shit.
Into Hamilton shit.
The bus crashed.
Mom, what bus crash?
Michael escaped.
Excuse me, somebody's in here.
Hello?
Coveralls.
Oh, jeez. He headbutt the door open? Dude.
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me. I've waited for him. Get out of the room! Get inside! You don't believe in a boogeyman? He's here! Michael! You should.
Can you close the closet door?
Oh, come on. Jesus. I should have known it was going to happen. This kind of got me.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Danny McBride. That's who we're talking
Danny
about.
McBride.
Shit. All right. Yeah.
It's
Creepy.
We've lived with Halloween for so long. I mean, the first Carpenter film is a stone classic, and I'll always have a soft spot for part 2.
Yeah, me too.
Even though, I mean, it's not nearly as good, but whatever. Everything after that, except for Halloween 3, which is its own standalone thing,
Yes.
and I actually enjoy, but that's a different story. All the Danielle Harris ones did not, I just didn't like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, and 7, or however many they made. The H2Os were crap. The Rob Zombie remakes were exactly the white trash marathon you'd expect them to be, and I mean they had moments. I saw them at the drive-ins, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're what
this
they are.
seems to be the first reasonably decent movie they have made about Michael Myers with at least a begrudging respect to what Carpenter tried to do, and it's clearly
Yeah, yeah.
ignoring even part 2.
No, I
Like-
think this actually happens after part 2.
I don't think so because they took out the related thing, which I don't know, that probably came later, but they said that he killed 3 teenagers. And that's
Oh,
only,
I didn't catch
that's
that.
only one.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. All right.
So I do like that Jamie Lee Curtis is bad as fuck. And I like that kind of Halloween, kids trick-or-treating. They kind of are trying to evoke, I think, the original John
Oh yeah,
Carpenter.
no, it took a second. I didn't know where it was going, but then at the last third of it, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
kick in the music,
Right,
the thing.
So
do
in the
deal.
end, I haven't seen Halloween 1 or 2 in years, but in the end of 1, did Loomis shoot him?
Yeah, he shoots him,
Yeah.
he falls off the balcony, And then in a great inspiration by John Carpenter, he looks out the balcony and Michael Myers is gone. So the implication in this
Isn't
is he
that
was
two?
caught later that night. No, that's one.
Yeah,
no,
well, they're
two-
saying he was caught later than it. That's,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they meant
Oh.
after the hospital.
But because Halloween 2 happens the same,
the
Immediately.
same
night.
night. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
sure if that's where they were going
Yeah.
with that or not.
But in the end, in Halloween 2, isn't he like slashing with the oxygen and then it blows him up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's all sorts of
Oh,
crazy
so, okay,
shit
so this
going
is I was way the fuck off.
Yeah.
But that's cool. This is so they're negating Halloween 2.
This is essentially the new Halloween 2.
Seemingly, yeah.
All right,
This
well,
is the third Halloween 2.
So
Yeah.
you mentioned before the video, before we started recording, that they're gonna like Godzilla this basically.
Yeah, where they
That's what it
where they
seems,
retcon shit and they basically like I don't know how many Godzilla films are a sequel to the first Godzilla film.
Yeah.
And they ignore like all the ones that happened in the 60s and 70s,
Right,
or they ignore 85 was
Yeah.
direct sequel.
There's
and
many
then the 90s
timelines
and- yeah.
in Godzilla.
Yeah, yeah. But people that aren't fans think it's this one sprawling, massive events, but it
Right.
is not really.
No.
And so it looks like Halloween is doing this too. I think McBride is at least respecting the source material. I don't know if I can ever get excited about Halloween again. The first Halloween is a Stone classic. I literally watch it every Halloween. I
know.
love it. Like I
You
said,
have
I've got
to.
a soft spot
That's the
for
deal.
part 2 because I was still young enough to be terrified by it when I saw it, even though I know the caliber's not up this stuff, but there's scary bits.
Sure.
But I want this to be good. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
But I really hated the 90s Halloweens. I really...
Well, yeah. I mean,
And the
I watched them.
H2Os and the-
I rented them all, Blockbuster and Video King, and I enjoyed them.
You were
But
younger,
I was
though.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was in high school when they started rebooting them, and or not rebooting them, but making the direct sequels, like
Right.
part 4 and on. And
Well,
I don't know.
everything gets lighter and blockbustery. It
Yeah.
happens with Nightmare on Elm Street. It happens
Absolutely.
with
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
Well,
It happens
after
with all.
3, Nightmare on Elm Street is worthless.
well, do you
Worth
remember
nothing.
the Halloween movie where Michael Myers is broke out of the local jail? The dude shows up with a hat, the shadowy figure, and they
Oh, and it's
start-
like
they start
his
shooting the-
mystery dad or something.
they start
There's, like,
they start
cults.
gunning down the cops in the police station, and then they just kind of break
It's,
him out.
it's either 5 or 6 or something.
I
It really
don't
starts
even-
falling apart.
Goes right into like
Then
the
there was the one
cult
the,
of Sam Hain.
the reality show one.
Oh,
They introduced the cult of
with-
Sam Hain in part 2, which is probably why they're ignoring it.
with Busta Rhymes.
With Busta
right?
Rhymes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're shooting a show else. That was, and then the horrible one with Paul Rudd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. Is that H2O? I don't even know.
I forget.
I don't know. I don't think I've
This-
seen them all.
Yeah, it's hardly worth it.
This looks cool though.
This looks
super
like it's
cool.
more.
I'm
And you know
mildly
what?
excited about it.
What I think about they're doing one of the things I think that I love. One of the great things the 80s horror films got right, whether it was Ash and Evil Dead or Nancy in the first Nightmare on Elm Street, is that you want to see, as Sam Raimi said, the hero lay into the villain
Yeah,
hard.
the
Yeah.
fight bag. You got
And
to
you
have the
almost
fight bag.
never get, like, people forget that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
part of the joy of that is you want to see your hero or heroine really kick butt, and if they end up losing, that makes it even more of a bitter pill. And if they win, then you kind of get a little sense of
Yeah.
satisfaction.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know if Jamie Lee Curtis is going to win or not, but clearly she has been prepping for this since she was a
God,
teenager.
her entire life has just been a nightmare of
Yeah, of
She-
preparation.
She's
And
on
fucking
that. She's
bomb
on
shelters.
episode of
Guns
Preppers.
and
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
and just nightmarish imagery and waiting for
The opening scene with Michael Myers in like a psychiatric prison yard.
Yeah, with that weird checkerboard pattern.
And
on
then,
the
but then there's
ground.
like a yellow outline where he has to stay, and then they've got like the dog on him, and the dude who's making a documentary or whatever,
Who's clearly the new Loomis.
clearly just pulls out the mask because that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, it's
yeah,
It's
I'm
not gonna
sure
set
they
anybody
don't
off.
Let him do that.
No,
I don't
I
think
think in
they
the
would.
real world setting you probably couldn't, but I think for this, that's awesome.
yeah. No, there's lots
That's
of little
really
bits
cool.
that seem
Like,
pretty
that
dope.
seems super dope. Yeah,
I am marginally looking forward to this.
I'm super excited.
No,
about
I
this.
wanted to
This
do
looks
good
great.
because if it's good, then I would.
Oh, I definitely want it to
want
be
to see
good.
more what
Yeah,
happens after.
no,
yeah.
I think this looks awesome.
And what I don't want them to start explaining stuff.
Oh, I hated that. As soon as they started Sam Haining up Michael Myers,
yeah,
and
like
being a
as soon as
convoluted
you start
mess.
explaining why people can't die, that's when things go downhill.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
let them be
Yeah,
immortal for some reason that you don't know why.
Or better yet, don't. I have a solid feeling
Yeah,
based
that's
on this
true.
that they're going to kill him. I think they're going to try to make this to be the official. Now, if it's a big hit, of course they'll find a way to bring him back. But I really think that they're doing this. I think this is the Laurie Strode story. I think it's about
I like
her life being completely bent. Her two best friends get killed, and she is clearly dedicated her life to fucking him up.
Sure.
And I think he's going to do some awful, horrible shit like detoothing people and whatever the fuck else he does.
Yeah, sure.
And then I think she's going to get hers.
All right, cool. Well,
She's not. She can't live. I don't think she will.
You don't think she will? I think she will.
they're going to both die together at the same time.
That would be poetic justice. I'm not saying I
No,
think
I
she'll
don't-
live. I think he's going to die. I think that's going to be the twist.
Oh,
Fair.
I really do, because there's almost no point in not doing that.
what's up? Make another movie.
Yeah, but it's not the 80s anymore. Everyone loves to twist shit around, and they'll find a way.
Yeah, but everybody likes continuing things
Yeah.
too.
You might be right.
This could be the
I'm
launch of the
sick
new
it.
Halloween series.
Honestly, the first two Friday the 13th, well, part 3 was solid too. All right, 4. God damn it. The first 4 Friday the 13th were good.
Don't talk shit about 5.
Oh, it's garbage. It's
Also,
horrible.
it's not even him.
5 is the worst. It's the
fun.
worst.
It's fun.
It's worse than Manhattan.
It's
That's hard to say.
fun. Manhattan is not bad.
Jason Goes to Hell was horrible. All right, well, we're not here to talk about that. I'm just saying most slasher films start sucking the dill after the third.
Okay, fine.
Friday the
I don't
13th.
agree with that, but
So this
fine.
gets the second one. I guess what I'm saying.
So this is.
I feel like they wouldn't do this like reboot thing. Just for one movie.
Probably not.
I'm
but
sure they have a plan to make at least a third.
Maybe.
That's my only. I mean, from a business standpoint.
No, from a business
I
standpoint.
don't think
yeah.
they're
Yeah,
gonna
I don't
just
want
make
to
this.
see. The thing is,
I can't see Danny McBride having this as a passion project and not having an end game.
I like the idea of.
I'm just saying it might not be in this movie though. The total end game.
Right. I like the idea of the wrap up, but at the same time, I don't want to see it wrap up.
I do.
I need more Halloween movies in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Because honestly, besides the first two, part 3 being a whole that movie's Season of the Witch. It's a different movie.
Yeah,
it's a solid 80s horror
yes.
film.
Right.
Besides the first two, name a good one.
I like them all, really. I mean, I'm not like super. I'm not. I'm
I can't
not
do
like.
anything with this. I can't.
They're,
Yeah.
1 and 2 are their own separate category.
Yeah.
Those are classics, and the rest of them it goes into like Jason and Freddy land, where she just gets weird.
No,
I'm
it gets
okay with
bad.
that. I'm alright with that.
It gets bad. It doesn't get weird.
Do you remember the one where he was like
Don't
living
give
with a
it both.
hobo on the river for like a year?
It gets weird.
And then
bad.
like during when Halloween happens, he's like his hand starts twitching and shit. It was with the
weird.
little girl. He gets
Danielle
sent down
Harris.
he gets sent down the well.
No,
and he travels
I
in the
know.
river.
No.
And he's with a hobo in the hobo camp.
She's awesome, actually. I got to meet her when she was a little kid, and she was totally wicked. I got to talk with her and hang out with her a little bit. And then I was really happy when actually Rob Zombie brought her back.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
he did. That's right.
he sexually
Yeah.
exploited her shamefully.
Thank you for joining us. There's some ideas, bastards. Be sure to upvote the video. Leave your comments in the section below. Let us know what you thought about the Halloween trailer. And talking to you soon.
Halloween.
Yeah, I'm stoked about this one. I really am. Cautiously optimistic, but genuinely stoked.
Talking to you soon. Fastest closeout ever.
My AS Bastard.